Hi everyone, welcome back to Through Alchemy. So today's reading is a different one. We're going to find out whether the connection on your mind is worth the wait or not. Where is it going to go? How's it progressing? What's the advice from your guides? And a little bit peek into your person's intentions and feelings. So we have 4 piles for today's reading. The first pile is Fluorite. The second pile is Azurite. The third pile is Phosphosiderite. And the fourth pile is Dendritic Agate. Pause if you need a little longer, pick the one which calls your name the most, and I'm going to begin with pile number 1. Hello pile number 1, if you chose the Fluorite, this is going to be your reading. So I have a few pre-shuffled cards. We're going to see the energies of the connection. I'm going to see how Spirit helps me understand I'm hearing feelings, thoughts and feelings. So I have 2 cards over here, abundance, love, perseverance, grief. I have a few handwritten messages. We have propose, question mark, validation, and understanding. We have the great work. I feel like there could be a lot of stress. There's a lot of confusion over here. There's an air of tension. I feel like there's maybe commitment on the table, or there's the question of commitment. Maybe you guys are not official because of the question mark over here with the propose. I do hear that this situation will progress. Like, this situation will progress. It will get better. And I think that maybe a part of what's stopping the both of you to commit is some sort of external validation. Now, that can come in many, many forms. Like, it can just be in the form where there's grief over here and understanding. It's almost like maybe somebody has low self-esteem over here. They don't think that they deserve love because we have literally love on the table. And I'm getting this reference that on the table. So these things are, I'm getting like they're like maybe there's some time sensitive situation over here, or you're feeling like it, or you're just like, I feel like maybe if you chose this pile, you're just in this place where you're seeing the situation that there needs to be perseverance, there needs to be patience with one another. But there's also this factor where it's like, is it gonna pay off? Because I am willing to stick by, but I don't want to go through any more pain because I just don't have the capacity to um like, I want to be reciprocated. Something that I'm seeing over here is that maybe you think that you don't have the capacity to invest in someone who's not the one. And I think that I am getting this message that you need to understand that it's not about whether this person is the one or not. It's not about the right or wrong person. It's about, what do you feel like you want to pursue? It's about kind of forgetting that this is not about what's gonna pay back, or it's literally about what your heart is telling you to do, is what I'm seeing, pile number 1. Because regardless of whatever you choose to do, I feel like you're still going to, I feel like you have deep heartfelt emotions. Like, this is difficult for me to voice it out, frame it in front of you, because I think that what I'm seeing over here is more about your perspective. This is about you understanding that you can get what you want, and it's about you also understanding what are your limitations and perhaps your boundaries in this situation. I do feel that your person and you, both of you are mirroring something. Like there's some sort of grief, maybe you're grieving something when it comes to the definition of love, commitment. Also, it's a part of self-esteem where perhaps the both of you think that monogamy is, I don't know, suffocating, or it limits you. It's like you're not seeing the full potential or understanding the full potential of commitment. That's precisely what's stopping the both of you. I think that this could also be your person, but I feel like as much as you think that it's just your person, it's also you. There's work required over here. um Individualistic work. It's not just like you sit, you just cross your legs and you sit down and you're just like, okay, I'm just going to wait on my person. Like, hey, there's stuff that you also seek validation for. Maybe you seek validation from this person. Like, why do you have to get, I'm getting like a pick me girl, so now don't take offense on that, but I feel like it's more like you're waiting for this person to pick you so that you get validated that I'm worthy of love. But you also have to understand that despite the fact whether this person picks you or not, you are worthy of love. You're probably still grieving a past relationship. You're probably still grieving somebody that you invested a lot into, and you're understanding that. I almost feel like if you've not understood that, I feel like giving you a little bit of hint. It's like, it's not about the person, it's about you. You're the lover. The love always remains in you. Why we say that you're the special person, or you're the, you have this secret ingredient, it's because you were the one who was loving. It didn't come through that person. You made that person beautiful by loving them. That's what you're doing right now. If you choose to give your heart to this person, you know that it's not the fact that you're investing your time and energy. Of course that's a factor, but it's more like you're opening up your heart again, and that's what you're actually scared about, and that could also be your person. But what I'm seeing over here is that if you really want this person, like that's in your, the hearts of your hearts, like you want to, even if there's an inclination to explore that, I would say like go for it. Not if this person you think is not treating you right, or they're um I feel like there's a difference between stringing, someone along and taking your time to understand what you really want, because you're so fear-ridden. Um, and I can see how that fits in stringing along as well. But I see that over here that you also need time to make up your mind, because it's not like, I think that what you're doing right now, and I could be wrong, so take it or leave it, but I feel like what you're doing right now is you're just wanting to see if this person picks you or not. And your real fears around commitment and genuinely committing yourself to another person, you're putting them on a back burner. And I think that the other person around is avoiding them. So it's basically you're avoiding your own self-esteem issues when it comes to love, and this is for something that you need to understand, or you're beginning, or you're going to understand. So I feel like it's not about what's really going to happen, but what this situation is honestly teaching you. And I see that with the great work, it's nothing that you can just pinpoint, sit with it. It's not a book to read. It's about yourself. It's about to observe yourself in a situation. It's about analyzing how deeply you fear being loved and what you really think that you deserve in life, is what I'm seeing over here. So I think that this situation is genuinely trying to teach you that you are worthy of love, and um, you deserve to be wholeheartedly loved and accepted, like a wholesome, like completely 360 view. Like no part of you is unlovable, and I think that this is being reflected back in your person, because maybe they fear commitment. I feel like commitment is a, it's a big thing over here, because we have proposed with a question mark. It's like it's there, but it's like you're still waiting. I think the both of you, perhaps, or at least your person, I feel like your person is waiting for somebody to tell them that this is the right person for you, because you make them happy. They feel like you're abundant, you're gonna add to their life. And um I think that they know, or they suspect that you're grieving something, and you have persevered through quite a lot. Um but I think what your person is stuck upon is like, am I really worthy of this person? I feel like your person has self-esteem issues, and I am not at all being boastful about it that this is just your person, because it's also you. Where it's like you're limiting yourself from experiencing love when you feel like it's really there. It's like I feel like love is really on the table for you guys, like in the cards. It's like it's there for you to claim it, but it's like what's stopping you is your own limiting beliefs. So here with the limitless being, it literally says I am a limitless being, and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. And perseverance is, I know that I can set whatever I know that I can do whatever I set my mind to. Excuse me. This is literally understanding, and we have understanding. Like spirit literally placed these cards the way they have to. You got to see that you've been also placed in the way that you have to. You have to go through this situation that way. And I feel like you resist the urge to find out more or invest more or go along because you've attached, you've gotten attached to this person. I see that. Okay. um and I was hearing, like, losing people is a part of life. A lot of people lose people, and maybe you have a very deep rooted abandonment fear. And it could also be that you've lost a lot of people. Like maybe you recently lost somebody. Maybe this is a new chance at love and partnership and companionship. And I think somebody over here, like maybe you guys share the same music or playlist or something. It's like you get along with this person. This person understands you. This person also reassures you. Or if they don't, this is something that you're learning to do that for yourself. But it's like you're looking for answers outside of yourself, especially this person. You're really trying to find the answers, like outside of yourself, which is not going to happen. Because if you're meant to be with this person and go through with them something or the other, it's gonna happen. And if you don't choose this person, somebody else is gonna come. That it's not about the duration of it. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. It's about the experience of it. And either you can literally just, like, you know I feel like, hide away and not take the opportunity, or you can actually go face it head on and, like, collect some real life experience with this person as well. Like, I know that it's easier said than done, but what I'm seeing over here is, like, I'm actually getting a push. Like, I'm not saying, oh my god, like, just go confess all your love, but I feel a sense of anxiety over here. Like, the more I'm talking about this, this really reminds me of, like, somewhere where you start feeling suffocated, or it's just not a good view on you. It's just not a good look on you. Like, the view doesn't look that good. I feel like this is your energy. You struggle with validating yourself that you're good enough. Like, you don't know how to do that, and you're still tying your self-worth with this person. Let's get the advice on this. I'm gonna get the tarot deck out. I want to see what's the advice on this situation. And you guys, spirits, please help me connect with pile number one. What is the advice from their ancestors? I feel like changing the deck, but I do have the Two of Wands in reverse. You're in courtship, you're right. Like, this is literally all about commitment. It's about, like, I have got feelings and I just don't know what to do with those feelings. You know what? I feel so drained in this fire. I feel like I can't really put into words how much anxiety the both of you are having because of this. You don't want to lose each other, but you don't want to. This is literally a karmic lesson right now. Just look at it. Like, it's a mess. And the only card that popped out is the Lovers. I'm gonna keep it in reverse over here. Let me tell you that, your person has chosen you. Even if they're not committing to you. Alrighty. What's the advice? Angel guides, spirits. We have the Fool, the Lover. So we have Gemini, Virgo. Gemini twice. Okay. I'm gonna take back the Nine of Swords, but I'm gonna keep that in mind. So we have Seven of Pentacles. We have Perseverance, which literally came before, right? We have Perseverance in reverse. We have Ace of Swords in reverse. Fear. Fear, 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 fear. Fear-ridden. We have Death in reverse and the Nine of Swords. Scorpio, Four of Cups. This is literally the commitment card in reverse. And King of Cups, control. Alright, I gotta have a chat with you. I keep hearing easier said than done. It's almost like this situation, you feel like it's easier said than done, right? To just be like, go jump in it. But what I'm seeing over here is that you need to face this part of you which is telling you that this is unsafe to open up your heart to this person. There's some sort of past projection, or if you don't have any experience, this is what I'm seeing. Like, it's the fear of unknown. Either ways, I'm going to take this in reverse. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. This is like you don't trust yourself enough to make the right decision. That's what I'm seeing in this. And the situation is not just to teach you to pick the right person, but to trust yourself, what your gut is telling you. And even if you don't understand your gut, it's like I'm hearing like you mess around and you find out. It's for you to just understand what is gonna happen. Like, there's a huge whole lot of like mystery, right? I'm gonna take this in reverse. We have the Death in reverse again, another deck, and we have Death in reverse, right? Scorpionic energy. This is shedding skin. Okay, there's a greater purpose to this sort of like confusion in transition phase, whether I should commit or not, which is really showing you how do you really feel about yourself when it comes to another person, right? I'm going to take this in reverse as well. We have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, about being treated right and like reciprocity, of course, like you're investing yourself in another person, you want to be appreciated, right? We have all blocked energies. I'm going to take this in reverse as well. We have the Six of Swords. So there's a lot of 6 and 4s, right? And I'm seeing that this energy is really telling me about balance within yourself. We have the Fool over here as the Joker, and then we have Ace of Cups. There's so much love, and there's like, I feel like you and your person just would, if you had no fears, of course, you would just jump into this situation, is what I feel, honestly. um I'm hearing that it's not the end of it. Honestly, this situation is hard to wrap your head around, but it's like you just have to trust that this is playing out the way it has to. It's like, whenever your soul is excited to experience something or towards another person, you should always do that, because there's something that your soul knows it's going to experience or find out. And I know that this can be, again, I'm hearing easier said than done, where it's like you're scared, what if I get hurt, and what if it's a bad decision? But you have to understand that this is going, like, you're always in alignment. Like, this is always a part of the bigger picture with the great work. Like, this is, somebody over here could be Roman or Greek, but I'm getting like, my nose is getting really itchy. I feel like this is all about commitment. Again, I can like go on and sort of like talk about it, but let's go a little bit like, Spirit, give me a hint about like mommy issues. So like, an advice over this that I'm getting from your ancestors and spiritual team is like, in the middle of the reading, we have Eight of Cups. It's about walking away. It's about walking away from this sort of baggage where it's like, I can't take a leap of faith and I don't want to mix myself or merge myself with another person. Oh my God, this itching is getting to me. I have a dust allergy. But this is what I'm saying, why this allergy is reminding me of it is almost like you get really repelled by commitment. And I feel like you might deny this, but a part of you knows that this is true, that you don't feel safe enough because maybe you've invested previously. You really put yourself out there and somebody probably cheated on you or betrayed you. And that's what I'm seeing. It's like you have to see this part of you where it's like, commitment issues always come from a mother wound. So whether you had a push and pull with your mother figure, where that person was probably not stable enough to just nurture you, and this person probably used to leave you alone in some shape or form, like there was emotional negligence, you're scared of that happening again, excuse me. And this is what the situation is showing you, like how to resurrect from that, right? This is what this situation is showing you, is like how to resurrect yourself from that situation. I think we're getting close to the ending of this reading. I feel like pulling out some romance angels. We have make the efforts. I feel like this is more about, see, definitely I am encouraging you that, you know, this is worth a wait. Like it will show you a lot of results in your own self. Like be more reflective about it. It's like more effort into yourself rather than this person right now. Why do you think that you need this person to choose you so desperately? I want you to think about that. It's just a suggestion, take it or leave it. With separation over here, there's a reason why you both are like away from each other, because like there's some sort of truth that the both of you are refusing to see. We have you deserve love. This is what I'm saying. You're refusing commitment right now because you both don't believe that you deserve to be cherished, embraced wholeheartedly by another person. I hear take it or leave it from spirit. Like take it or leave it is something that I say, but I'm hearing it from spirit. Like you want to take that advice or not? Do you want to sit on it or not? And again, I hear that, you know, this situation is calling for you to have faith. This is about trust. I do feel that somebody has cheated on you in the past or like betrayed you or hurt your heart terribly. And this is one another reason why you're really not, wanting to be on board. So I feel guided to pick out a channel message from your person. All right, so I'm going to be using my own self-curated love messages deck. You can book a personal reading with me to get messages from this. Information is given down below. We're gonna do a fun thing. We're gonna add another pick a card in this. Okay, I'm going to make. Okay, your person just couldn't wait. Nobody could take your place. I admire you for who you are. I'm going to make. I'm gonna take out like two. Okay, I'm gonna take out Spirit is telling me to take out two cards, so you can pick A or B. Pause it, take your time with it. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing we'll make it through. I won't give up on us. So your person is not giving up on you. Okay, I feel like this is more from the higher self. They're not going anywhere. So I'm gonna pick out card number one. So we have I don't want anyone to look at you the way I do. Your person is jealous. Your person is possessive. This is a part of their self-esteem issues. They think that they've put you on a pedestal basically, and they want to I feel like they want to make the effort, like they don't want to let you go, but right now they're like off their balance. And I feel like there's a lot of possessiveness, but it's in a way where it's like they don't want to be rejected or sidelined. Like I feel like this is like they're really fond of you, and they know that you're really unique and different, and they don't want to lose you to anyone. Okay, so pile number two. You're the only one that scares me. You're the only one that I truly love. So your person is really, really scared of losing you. You could have chosen both of them, but I mean, of course, this is in your reading, but I feel like there's like two ways a person can express their fear, right? It's by holding the other person, or it's by running away. For majority of you, I think that your person is like holding on to you, like really tightly holding on to you. In the other form, your person is still holding on to you really tightly. Not to forget that this is a part of your whole reading, so it can be both ways. Your person might have this push and pull, but it's like the one which chose like the second card. This is very prominent that your person is like being avoidant, or they're pushing you away because they don't feel like they deserve you, and they've never felt like this before is what I'm picking up. All right, so I feel again the need, like spirit is not letting you go. I feel like pulling out an advice card for you guys. I'm gonna take, okay, this one. Horn cactus resourcefulness. This is literally another word for like the answers within you. You know how a cactus works, right? So this is about like also letting down your guard. Let the other person see what you are and who you are. Of course, use your discernment, okay? But it's about building a genuine bond, building a safe place. If your person doesn't know, teach them how to do that. We sometimes learn love by the way we're loved. All right, so pile number one, I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below. And I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye. Hello, pile number two. If you chose the Azurite, this is going to be your reading. So, I have a few pre shuffled cards. I'm gonna place that out. We're gonna see what's the situation like. Right now, I can be assured of one thing that I feel is like your ego is leading this situation right now. We have anger, upright reverse, reverse. We have vinegar. We have fertility. I want to take this in reverse. Okay, I have a few channeled like handwritten messages. We have overthinking. I want to take this in reverse. We have passion in reverse. Not just in your head. Well, that's good news. Telepathy. Envious. I'm gonna take this in reverse. I'm gonna take both of them in reverse. We have grief. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. There's so much sass over here. Like, there's somebody who's definitely got a mask on. I need a bit to place the cards exactly how Spirit wants me to. Okay. Okay, we can take empathy upright. I can't place the vinegar card. Alright. What we have over here is a situation of past baggage making itself known. Now, why I say that is because of the presence of vinegar. It's this bitter, it's like the bitter taste, the sour taste, excuse me, that we feel when we, taste vinegar, just a few drops. The situation is reminding you of your baggage. So what purpose is this solving right now is it's helping you heal. I'm hearing that this is not a bad person. You're just thinking that they're a bad person because it's reminding you of your past, things that you have not grieved. Okay, we have grief in reverse that literally confirms what I've said. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Somebody who did not value you in the past, this is what it's reminding you of. This is reminding you of your self-worth. I think that you've been overthinking a lot, especially because the overthinking card is in the red color. We have a lot of red and oranges. So this is going from the lower chakras to the higher chakra. You can see how the colors are forming, and we have only one purple card which is coming out right at the end. Like, I'm seeing a secretion point. So overthinking in red with the anger in red also talks about passive aggressiveness. It's like you've been probably pretending to be someone, and I'm sorry that I'm laughing, it's not funny, but it's just like I cope up with things by laughing. Humor is my defense mechanism. I think that that could be yours as well, but I see that over here that you are someone with the colors. You just have to notice the colors when you align them with the chakras. I feel like it really helps us understand a lot. So overthinking with anger in reverse is that you have passive aggressiveness, whether it comes to this person or your past. Now, majorly it is towards your past, with people that have done you wrong and you were not able to defend yourself. You were not able to see where the situation was leading you in the past. Now I think that you're defensive. You're not really putting boundaries, you're actually pushing the other person away. Or the opposite end of it could be that you're really really being clingy right now to the other person. Like, or it could also be in the middle, that you're sometimes clingy, sometimes you're pushing them away. Like, there's a very hot and cold energy in your behavior because you're scared to show yourself to this person. The fertility card in reverse reminds me always of the Empress. You can take a closer look. This is literally the Empress with like a baby bump and all that, and she's got her eyes closed, and I can see the spine at her back and the back. Empress in reverse is like you're thinking that you're kind of, and I'm afraid if that's painful to hear, okay, but bear with me. This is like you think that you're doing the right thing, but right now you're really triggered. And this is literally between the both of us. But I'm seeing that, you're really, really overthinking the situation because you're not able to understand how to proceed, because this situation is really reminding you of something that existed in your past, or the situation is playing out the same way, where you need to release this abandonment wound, where it's like, I need somebody to rely upon, I can't be alone. You keep on calling in people that kind of string you along, or just sit on the this decision, excuse me, like they're sitting ducks. And I feel like you become a part of it. Like if this person is not taking that initiative, you're also becoming a part of it, because first of all, I'm not denying that there's nothing real over here. There's something very real over here. You could have a very psychic connection with this person, or you're just intuitively picking up on things. Telepathy doesn't always mean that you very much have telepathy, and that could also be the case. I'm not denying it. But on a more general level, I'm saying that you guys are interconnected right now. Like you have a soul contract. And I feel like right now, maybe this situation is like the spark between the both of you is dying out, because like there's a lot of like, I don't feel like you or your person is envious of each other or something like that, but I feel like you both are becoming spiteful right now. Like there's a real like tug of war. Like that's why there's passive aggressiveness. But I feel like, to let you know one thing, that this is not in your head. This is not in your head. The feelings are mutual. Whatever's happening, I feel like a heavy mirroring energy over here. But it's like you're overthinking this situation right now. What you need is a timeout. And I don't mean a timeout that you just go off and start doing your things to get out of your head. I mean, a timeout means like you need time to heal yourself and get over what's really triggering you, rather than pushing this person away, because it's not about whether this person is right or wrong for you, but it's for you to realize that this is, um, I hate to say it, but it is probably a karmic connection. And I'm not saying that karmic connection is bad. Like people um, that are karmic, like you're facing a karmic cycle with them, cannot be the right person for you or the wrong person. But it's more like, to give you the real truth about it, this is probably to help you unfold to your best, or move towards your best self more. So I feel like it might not be the best thing to wait for this person, even though there is a lot of connectivity, there's a lot of feelings, there's a lot of things over here. But the kind of hopes that you have with this person to, even if build a life, or have a very solid commitment, I don't see the possibility of it. Okay. um because I feel like right now you are being strung along in a decision. It would be more helpful if you just take a break from obsessing about it, or overthinking so much if this person is going to choose you or not, because I feel like you're very anxious about it. You're really overthinking it, and it's making you more like, there's resentment building in, because you're waiting for a decision, which I hate to break it to you, that it's not really coming, or it's not going to happen, because it's like, I'm hearing divine protection. So this is not exactly something that's going to progress very well, because we have fertility in reverse as well, like the Empress in reverse. Like you're not going to really be watering it, or like, it's like, empathy came in the reverse in the beginning. That's what I said, right? And with anger in reverse, I can see that there's resentment building in you towards this person, or maybe this person also has that towards you. But it's just in a situation where it's like you're waiting for something to finally kick off. But what's actually happening is that you're like, you're losing that love, you're losing that attraction. Like it's dying out is what I'm seeing over here. Okay, I'm gonna switch to the tarot deck to find what advice is over here for you, when it comes to this person. Perhaps how to ease it, or what can you do to, like, I don't know, grieve this, or like move on if you decide to take the advice that I'm offering. You guys first, please help me connect with pile number 2s. I mean, I completely get it. It can be painful to hear. But it's like you already probably were having an inclination, like, is this even right for me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've been worried sick about this. I'm gonna take this upright. We have the King of Wands. I'm gonna take this in reverse. We have the King of Cups in reverse. I'm gonna take this reverse. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. I'm gonna take this upright. Upright in reverse, I'm getting both energies. This is the Universe card. It's my Perseverance card, really. Reverse. We have the Six of Wands in reverse. Upright. Knight of Pentacles. We have the Seven of Swords in reverse, bottom of the deck, and the Queen of Cups in reverse. I'm going to take the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Cups. We have the Judgment as well. Page of Pentacles. Two of Swords. You know, it's probably only going to hurt you further along because you're kind of really minimizing your self-worth through this situation, like waiting and waiting on this person to choose you. I am here to remind you that your feelings are valid, or of any kind, like of any degree, of any emotion, of any substance. Like, I want to validate your feelings are very valid. They're true, that you feel deceived, that you feel like you poured in a lot, you were loyal to this person. But it's also for you to understand that if you have a little bit of sorrow towards yourself, that I invested in the wrong place, I made the wrong choice, you're feeling that bitterness towards this person, that is also completely okay to feel that. Okay, you put in a lot of work in this, you put in a lot of work in yourself, but now it's kind of like you feel like it's going down the drain. It's really not working for you. Like, instead of going up the slope, is going down the steep lane. I feel like this person is stuck in their self-esteem issues. Like, they're really down on themselves and they project that outwardly as superiority towards you. Like, I don't feel like they think that they're better than you, but they show that to you so that it can minimize your self-worth. It's like somebody, when they know that, you know, you're out of their league or you're better than them, they subconsciously try to break you down with small statements, with small belittling comments that probably come in the form of care or just directly hurt you, is so that they can break you down and you come down to their level, where you actually know your worth, and it's like easier for them to keep you around and control you and manipulate you, right? It's like a step-by-step process this person has been kind of working on. And I'm not saying that they've been plotting that on you, but it's just a way where people, you know, when you can make that brain work in your favor in any shape or form, it can also become really manipulative. That's what I'm seeing with the King of Cups in reverse. Like, maybe this person has commented over your body image, maybe this person has commented over your eating habits, maybe this person is commenting over your dressing style, your friends, your circle, maybe this person has been isolating you. There's just not a good vibe, it's not a good look on you, especially. Like, it's really breaking you down slowly by slowly. More harm caused than good is what I'm seeing with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse and the Knight of Pentacles. I think that there are a lot of false promises, like promises floating up in the air, like, I'm gonna put in the work, I'm coming forward. But really what this person is doing is like stringing you along, slowly by slowly telling you that, you know, I'm making a decision, I'm thinking about, can you please be patient with me? I hear somebody saying, can you be patient, please be patient with me? And I feel like right now when I'm seeing these things, they're probably simmering down within you and it's really hurting you. I could be wrong, I could be right, but what I'm feeling over here is the heart sinking feeling. Like, you're really you're really relating to it if you're watching this, and I feel really like I empathize with you 100%. This is a sensitive situation. That's why I want to do the best to make you feel comfortable, at least to let you know that any emotion that you feel of any degree, if you feel anger, you feel frustrated, you feel betrayed, you feel deceived, you feel led on, it's completely okay. You feel sad, you feel like howling, it's completely okay, because leading somebody on and having no expectations to be there by them and fulfill their dreams, it's like that the hope component that really breaks your heart. I'm seeing that. But I think that your soul already knew that something like this was going to happen, where it's like things can look pretty neat and clean, but it's like when they're not progressing, it just makes it really clear that, oh my god, like I was waiting on something that was never gonna come, like that parcel just got lost away. So I'm seeing that over here, that this person has been kind of leading you on, and you know what I see over here is like the fact that you don't know how to love yourself right now is the reason why you're taking all of this crap. You're taking whatever you're getting because you don't know how to fill your cup, and that can be painful to hear, but this is the best thing I can do for you, is tell you the truth. um and a little tough love goes a long way, but I feel like if you're still here with me, you're listening to this, this is important for you to understand, like if you were really fulfilling all your needs, a person would only add to that. A person wouldn't be fulfilling your cup and fulfilling your needs, right? So I feel like the best course of action would be to take a step back from this situation. Just probably think about what I've told you. Don't take any rash decisions. It's completely up to you what you decide to do about this. I'm going to pull out an oracle card as an advice for you. Actually, I'm going to take Romance Angels and see what do they have to say. Your ancestors are really protecting you. See, I mean, it just makes complete and utter sense. Like, you deserve love. Like, you deserve love. You're lovable. You don't deserve this half-assed commitment. You deserve full commitment. Playfulness. It's always been about, like, passion. And it's like, it would be a little bit stupid to say that enjoy the ride, you'll find somebody else, like you've really invested yourself. It's about finding that spirit with yourself, within yourself, like enjoying that time with yourself, like who are you and who were you before this person, right? You can definitely find that. Don't tell me that you lost that. It's always within you. You never lose yourself. We have retreat. Thank you, spirit. It's time to retreat. That's what I told you. Like take a step back from this situation, figure out what you really want in your life. Create a life where it's all about you. It's not about you fitting in somebody else's routine or you fitting in somebody else's plans. It's about them fitting in your plans. Are you really happy with the life that you have, like excluding this person? Or are you trying to make this person, or do you tend to make this person your center of attention? Because it's not that you can't make yourself the center of attention, but you don't know who you are, how to create that life around yourself. That is what is going to take soul searching. I hope that makes sense. Healing family issues. I feel like this is again inner child, where you're accepting less than what you deserve. If you're genuinely able to fulfill yourself, create a life that you are very happy with, you will not be accepting this nonsense, because you're like, I'm already happy with what I have. Why would I want to add this nonsense in my life, right? So this is what I'm seeing over here. This is about working on yourself. This is not just dealing with a heartbreak or getting led on by somebody. This is genuinely like, I need to create a life that I'm happy with, so that I don't take up other people to make me happy or distract me from my reality, right? I'm going to pull out an advice card for you. Dreams. This is what I'm saying, right? This is about the dreams that you have. And if you don't have prominent dreams, please search for them. You really need that, pile number two. You really need to find out who you are and what you are without other people as an accessory to it, right? Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing connection and patience. To develop that connection with yourself, you need patience. It's not like you decided and one day it's done with. Instead of putting so much effort in building a connection with somebody else, put that effort in yourself. Again, easier said than done, but this is the best course of action. I'm telling you, you need to be happy in your life with yourself, so that you don't settle for less just because you're unhappy with certain parts of your life and you need somebody else to bring that source of happiness. That is how you make them the center of attention in your life, because you don't know how to make yourself happy. that is a recipe for damage. Everybody learns it the hard way, right? So I am going to pull out a few channel messages from your person before we conclude this reading. I'm doing a fun thing today where I am going to pull out two cards. You can pick whichever one you like. This is from my curated oracle deck. You can book a personal reading with me. Information is given down below. So we have pile number 1, like option 1 and option 2. Okay, you can pause it, take your time to get whichever one is yours. You can also go for both of them because of course you chose this reading. I can't see you with anyone else. We're meant to be together. So your person is like, I feel like this is that energy, and I have to be very honest with it. It's like the moment you pull away, this person is going to come back, and it's not because, oh my god, they're going to finally see your worth just suddenly within 2 days, but it's going to be like, oh my god, they're slipping away. And this is probably the best source of happiness. I also have a codependency, works both ways. Okay, so if you have that on this person, with this person, they also have that with you. So option 1, I have been having major realizations about your love. So your person has been realizing a lot about their behavior. I'm hearing like for a few of you, this person is realizing that this is wrong. This is wrong. Like they should not be doing this. Like they've been very playful with you. That's all I'm going to say about this. And option B, we have, I'm tired of playing it small. I want to live life with you. All right, this is a twist. You really need to take a time out from this situation, not to make rash decisions. I'm stumbling on my words, excuse me. It's like this person, I feel like it's all like divinely wrapped under. You're not going to understand this through a tarot reading, but the most I can say is that really focusing upon yourself will put a lot of things in perspective. Alright, so I'm going to leave it here. Pile number 2, this was your reading. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below. And I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Phosphosiderite, this is going to be your reading. So I have a few pre-shuffled cards. We're going to spread that out, see the situation. We have surrender. I can release my need to control. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being, excuse me. Reflection. We have sap of the moon planet. I have a few handwritten messages. Union, reunite. I was getting this energy in reverse. I'm getting this also in reverse. Pregnancy in reverse. Don't know what to say, oblique how to say. Meander. I'm gonna take this in reverse as well. Alright, so this is what I have for you. I feel like the messages are very clear over here. If you chose this pile, I feel like the answer is that this connection is not worth the wait. Now it's up to you if you want to take it or leave it. I'm going to be explaining and giving you advices from your spiritual team and why and what it is, so that you have at least a form of closure. You can begin to accept that if you're at that pace or something. It's completely up to you, okay? But I'm hearing like, hear me out. Like, of course you need a reasoning as to why I'm saying that, because I see that over here that I think that let's start off with the fact that this situation, it's not the ideal situation that you need in your life to feel safe in another person's presence. Now, I get it, all of us go through trauma. We have PTSD, we have things that we've been through, and we need a certain sort of like a tailor made partnership for us. Of course, everybody needs that, like customized, like it has to be according to um, a jigsaw puzzle that fits in our story, that blends with us. And I feel like it comes a little bit effortlessly. And I'm not saying that relationships don't require work, because even the relationship that we have with ourselves requires work, right? So it's a very bilateral sort of like thing that goes on. And I think that this relationship is not symbiotic. Like, it's not where you help each other or you're not helping. It's just not, it's where it puts you in more of a survival mode, because it constantly requires for you to go from this fight or flight or fawn or freeze, sort of like whatever it is, your attachment style. It puts you back in that place. I feel like with the meander, it's like it's the same thing that happens. It gives you the hope that it's gonna somehow go around, and it's gonna come to the whole like resolution, or you'll get the picture of it. But it's like, I think that this situation, first of all, was really, really important for you to balance out karmic scales. Now, I think this was a past life connection, or it is. And I think that you were fairly balancing out your karmic scales, as in you're paying your dues, or you're just completing contracts over here. So one thing that's important, or more, I'm hearing like Akashic records, like this was very, very prominent. It's a prominent connection in your life. It was meant to happen, and like sort of like I'm hearing like shake you up the way it did. And I feel like one thing that happens over here is that you think that blaming this person for the pain that they have caused you will help you heal through it or move past it. But that's not what actually ends up happening, right? Because this situation, it really says, I accept the responsibility for my well being. It's not anybody's responsibility, pile number three, to babysit you. Again, we all go through things, and we have to kind of understand that first step is discernment, to understand like who's there for us and who's actually good for us to open our heart to. And a lot of people have defenses, and I think that this pile, both people on both ends have a lot of PTSD that's still yet to be healed and uncovered. Okay, I'm not taking away from the progress you've already made. Let's make that very clear. Healing is a lifelong journey, but to break that down, I have to tell you that still creating this sort of atmosphere where it puts you back into trauma is not healing, right? That's the second thing that I pick up over here. The first thing is that you had to go through this. The second thing is that creating the same environment where somebody is not up leveling with you and creating the same sort of traumatic experience with you. I feel like just this person makes you so anxious because there's no guarantee. You require reassurance. I completely understand that. The third thing that I pick up over here is that you are codependent. Okay, this reading can feel like a call out, but it's a good call out if you know how to take criticism. I know I shouldn't be the one saying that, but it's like sometimes it's really important to take that as a tough love. Okay, I am just offering a helping hand to you. The third thing that I see over here is that you just feel like the other person is going to protect you from the world. And of course, that should be a part. Like, your person should be your backbone. But it's not in a backbone where they're taking the responsibility of you and your sovereignty and autonomy in this world, and your discernment or your level of understanding of the world, where you're completely codependent on them. It's like I'm seeing the image of a person not having a spine and the other person's hand as a spine. You can't really function without them. That seems very codependent, right? Um, so I'm saying that is the third thing. Like, you sometimes, because of your trauma, you were not fulfilled. You don't know, because of your childhood wounds. It's like this situation is a reflection of your subconscious. The sap of the moon planet is literally a card of unconscious waters, like things that you're doing again and again out of a repetitive pattern. I think that with the meander and the union energy over here, this is the situation where it makes me feel like you kind of like hope that this on and off situation is going to resolve itself, where I think that the most of the initiatives are made by you towards this person. I could be wrong, okay, but I think that with the pregnancy reverse, this gives me like fertility, this gives me growth, this gives me gestation. It's like this person comes back around after literally not doing any work on themselves. And what reflections they take is like they mimic you back. So why there are the same sort of patterns repeating in this connection is because of the fact that not only are you surface level scratching what you feel about yourself, because what you're attracting is literally what you think you deserve, right? We can agree on that. And I think that in this situation, this person mimics that behavior back to you because they don't have that authenticity within themselves. So what they do is that they become a little bit like, um this person has strong, like I wouldn't say narcissistic, but they're very selfish. Okay, narcissism is a pretty big word, but I mean every person has narcissistic tendencies, but I feel like this person is very selfish, and the way that they've understood to keep you around, because I think we were on the fourth or the fifth point, I don't know, whichever point it is. This person is also codependent on you. Codependency works both ways. So they're also codependent on you having you around because you're a source of validation. Like they feel validated in life and they also feel loved. Don't take that in the wrong way. Now, this is not at all to criticize the bond that you have, because this is a very spiritual connection. Because the first thing that Spirit gave me is Akashic records. This is like the first thing that you had to go through when it comes to in terms of real love. And why I'm saying this, that this is real love despite of what you're fighting with this person or against this person in the 3D realm, is sort of like their, ego. You're fighting their ego. You're fighting your ego. You're not really fighting the person, but you're fighting the spirits behind them, is like we say, right? And I see that this person doesn't have that spiritual elevation. Like you have a strong intuition and so is this person blessed. But I think that the situation requires for you to stop blaming this person for hurting you and realizing that you're really hurting yourself, if that makes sense to you. Like it's almost giving that you can see how the surrender card is all in red, and that's what I'm picking up. It's like with the colors that we have, this is all green, this is all blue, this is red and purple, excuse me. I think that it's like you go back and forth with this person because you're controlling this feeling that I can't be alone or I can't survive alone because I need somebody to rely upon in this world. I can't survive alone. And what's the core belief or the core fear that can cause you to not want to be alone, right? That I don't want to be alone and I might die alone. Like taking it to an extreme, right? It's like I might die alone. Like my survivability depends upon somebody else, and this is what you haven't tackled in your inner child woundings, is because it makes you feel like you're not capable enough. You cannot trust yourself in your decisions. You need somebody to be there for you, which is completely okay. Human connections is um a part of interdependence that we all need, right? But making it a very toxic relationship between another person that I can't live without them, this is kind of the scenario that I'm seeing. And it might not be to the extremes that I'm explaining, but somebody needs to hear this. Okay? It's almost like you think that you can't do anything without this person. Or maybe you do things, but it's like at the core being of you, like there's some sort of fear that's like the root chakra is unbalanced because I'm being focused on the red color, which is all about your root chakra, your stability, your survivability, your sustainability. It's like if you put that hard work in building up yourself, you would not accept this person that's right in front of you. And I think you know that consciously. Because I'm not speaking to somebody who can't comprehend the concept I'm saying. I am speaking to someone who needs to understand these concepts as an adult, as a functioning adult, to make these things viable to their subconscious, which is their inner child. Does that make sense? So I'm explaining these things, breaking them down for you so that you can understand this, to explain that to your inner child and do the healing work. That you do not need this person. You do not need somebody who is mistreating you or does not level up or does not put in that much hard work in themselves. Because if they're not putting that much hard work in themselves, they don't love themselves, they're not that careful with themselves, how can you expect them to be that careful with your heart? Right? So I'm seeing that over here, that this is about all your subconscious things. Like this is about, it's like you think that this person is improving, like they know how to say things, they know how they've changed, they just know how to behave like they did, they've got that suave, they've got that charm. Okay, I get that. They're good looking, I get that. But what about their internal workings? What about the way that their mind works? Do you think that's attractive? And the only way that they're able to make themselves seem attractive for a while, I feel like a while, because energy, the truth is always out. Deceptivity does not last long. So when you see who they really are, it's like you feel betrayed, and then you blame this person for being who they are. Love is not changing another person. If they don't fit your criterias, walk away. Don't think that you need them. I'm gonna take out the tarot deck now, moving forward. Understanding the equation of this situation is not at all to criticize you, but to make you understand as a conscious human being. That's what I've been trying to say, so that you can make this concept understand to your inner child or heal with it. So that when your body goes into this fight or flight mode, it's like you understand what I am saying. At least you would remotely remember this. Because I feel like there's a duality to you, pile number 3. You're not always like this, but there's a core being that's making you operate out of this, and it requires hard work. I'm not gonna lie. You should start really journaling about this, because I've also worked with my inner child by journaling. It's like really just writing. I'm going to give you a tip. It's like really just writing whatever comes to your mind without shame, judgment. You have to be a third person when you journal. You have to write and observe everything. And slowly by slowly, when you just give yourself the space to write as much as you need, don't get stingy about it. Don't get like, just don't be stingy about it. Just keep writing. Your inner child will reveal what it really feels, and it will always sum down to the way that you were made felt by your parents. So these things really open, like they're the clues that you need, and you need to put in that time in yourself. Otherwise you will not understand what's really going on with you. All right, you guys, spirits, please have me connect with pile number 3. What advice do they need, or what do they need to understand about this connection? I'm getting that we need to dive into this person's mind, this person's psyche right now. So let's see what comes up, their feelings and their thoughts, like how do they work. I'm going to take this upright. We have the Emperor. I'm going to take this in reverse. We have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. I'm going to take this upright. We have the Devil, Five of Wands. I'm gonna take this upright. We have the we have Two of Cups, and then we have the Five of Wands, Devil, and we have the Two of Pentacles now. I feel the need to put like 5 together. I'm gonna take this in reverse. We have the Magician in reverse, which is the King of Wands. Right. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the Ten of Wands. Is this upright or reverse? Upright. And we have the Tower in reverse, Six of Wands. Okay. I'm gonna take the Reflection card and I'm gonna put it on the King of Wands, Magician over here. I'm gonna take out another deck, crack open, and I see the Hierophant. There's a lot of mess in this situation, an impulsiveness, because you're always acting out of a fear mode. That's what I'm saying. This situation, when you don't have somebody who, I'm not saying you need to have a perfect person in front of you, but at least somebody who is not always looking for the blame game. And that could also be you, but you have to break this cycle so that you're not always involved in this. You deserve to have healthy love. We have the Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to take this in reverse and put it on the Magician. I'm going to keep this card. I'm going to keep it aside for a bit. We have Establishment over here. We have the Emperor. I want to take this in reverse and put it underneath the Two of Pentacles. Okay, Spirit. Ace of Cups in the reverse with the Emperor. Alright, we have Four of Swords and the Four of Cups. There's a lot of fours. It's about holding back. I feel like this is also the Emperor energy, but I see it as holding back. I'm going to take this with the Five of Wands and the Four of Cups. Okay. So this is the clarification of it. Very interesting. I've never done a spread like this, but that's quite interesting. So this situation is very guided by the divine, of course, like everything else. I see that mainly over here that this person, we have two emperors. Okay. This is Aries and Ag. For some reason, I'm getting also we have the Magician and the Devil, so Capricorn, and then we have Gemini and Virgo. I'm seeing that definitely I told you in the beginning. One thing that you really need to understand about this person is that they don't really know how to love themselves. And I think that you anticipate a lot of communication because it's like not frequent, right? It's not consistent, right? So I'm getting this sort of like metaphor where it's like if somebody is giving us love or attention perhaps, and I feel like your psychology around love is that attention is love because maybe you were emotionally neglected. So that's also one part over here that maybe you might want to write down. I'm hearing from spirit that if you try to write down these points, they might help you because this is a difficult thing for you and there's no shame in that. If you really want to progress, and that does not mean making impulsive decisions even though the answer is in front of you, that no, this connection is not worth your time and the weight and effort that you've been putting into it, especially not worth the tears that this causes you. I feel like this is for you to put in a little bit more of your big boy big girl pants on to understand this logically first of all, and then go to the emotional aspect. I feel like this is for you to understand that it's not that it's bad to listen to your heart, but it's also where you need to see where your heart is being cherished or butchered right now. Okay, and these are like really heavy words, but what I'm seeing over here is that you need this sort of like, I'm hearing the blue pill. Like you need to understand this, that attention is not love. And first of all, you're not even getting that consistency. Like it's like the basic bare minimum is not available over here because this person uses that the tactic to keep this on and off with you. And that's why I feel like there's this on and off situation which is very harmful for you because it's creating that sort of reinforcement, that brain chemical that gives you that sort of dopamine, serotonin, like, oh my god, relief that I have this person. But when they go away, it brings anxiety. So this person is in control of your emotions, and this is something that you need to let go of because this attachment and this control that they have over you is something that also gives them that relief when you're worried about them, you're worried sick about them, you fight with them, it validates them that you care. That's how they receive your love. So you ask for validation by fighting, you ask for that reassurance by fighting, and they receive that validation by seeing you getting riled up. So this situation is not ideal for you because this is not going to develop a happy home for you or a happy relationship at the very least, right? This is manipulation. This person might or might not understand that they're doing this, but they know that they do this and they've got you in their grasp. And I'm not saying that they're at the they're at the higher end of it, like they've got the upper hand. I'm saying that they're also reliant upon you for that, but the way that you break this cycle is by stepping away. And I know there's always that sort of this is an addiction that you have, so breaking it, like following probably the 21-day rule, not talking to this person and controlling yourself, is like it takes longer than that, but you have to detox yourself from this sort of pattern, right? I'm gonna get a few romance angel oracles for you. I feel like pulling out something else before we go to that. Spirit is telling me. What do we have? I'm gonna take this upright. Yeah, we have the Hierophant. That's what I saw. It's a lesson. I told you. The first thing you have to remember is not to criticize yourself for this person. See, criticizing this person will not take away your pain. Okay, I'm taking this in reverse. We have the Seven of Cups in reverse. Okay, it's coming upright. Should I take it in reverse? However it works, they're telling me. I'm gonna take this in reverse. We have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Stop investing in this. Stop spreading yourself so thin. Realize your worth. Recognize it. Justice. You're killing yourself in this process. Ten of Cups, Joker. Again, we have the Gemini, Virgo energy. The Wheel of Fortune, we have all, but the Justice in reverse is like now you're spreading yourself too thin. You don't deserve this. You deserve a lot. See, we have this card and there's this quote in this deck. You pierce my soul, I am half agony, half hope. This is what I said. Thank you, Spirit. Um, Five of Cups. This person makes you feel abandoned, and then they come back, and then you feel like, oh my god, my life is complete. This is that adrenaline rush. It's like a drug. You have to see things for what it is, and I'm placing these metaphors so that it becomes easier for you to comprehend this. Your inner child is also used to this addiction, and it can be difficult when you've lived most of your life like this. But don't treat yourself like that. You are very, very deserving of love. Consistent love, safe love, happy love, unifying love, not separating, fighting against you, right? In reverse, we have support. It's not supporting you. It's not supporting our dreams. It's not supporting you at the very least. You don't deserve this. Pile number 3. I'm going to take this in reverse. The moon again. This is that energy of the sap of the moon planet. Subconscious. You're kind of thinking that this is what you deserve. You don't deserve full partnership. The first way is to break this addiction, right? Journaling is going to be your best friend. Underworld, going inside an eruption. You know there's something that you're suppressing. There's going to be a lot of anger that's going to come out towards your parents, but this is important for you. Pile number 3. All right, I'm going to take out Romance Angel Oracles. You are lovable. You deserve love. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to take this in reverse. Playfulness. It's just in a way where it's like, is passion enough? Sometimes even love is not enough, and that's a fact of life. This is what I'm seeing over here. You have love for this person, they have love for you, but is it enough? Is it keeping you satisfied? I'm going to take this in reverse. Okay, we have the soulmate. I feel like upright or reverse, you know that this is a very divine connection. Again, we have passion, release your ex, and codependency. You know, you've been thinking like it's worth waiting for, but I'm telling you it's not. You have to trust this situation. Take it or leave it. This is the advice that I have for you. Pile number 3. I'm going to pull out a channel message from your person. This is from my self-curated love messages deck. You can book a personal reading. Information is down below. We're gonna do 3 piles for you. I did 2 in the previous. I feel guided over here. So we're gonna see what comes up. This is option A, option B, and option C. Bottom of the deck, you're so beautiful. I love your face, body, mind, and soul. What I do to be around you. I miss you so much. You might be in separation. So option A, take your time, pause it. I'm gonna begin with option A. I'm trying to be the one you deserve. Will you be a little bit more patient with you? Now, this is the catch, okay? This is what I see always. It's a band-aid over their issues. They don't go deep inside. But yet your person is still saying that, you know, be patient with me. That's what I started off in the beginning saying, right? It's like, will you be patient? Will you be patient? I'm saying the right things. But I think that over here, your person is trying to love themselves. Like this person is trying. They're not a bad person, but at the end of the day, this really depends upon you. Do you really have the currency to exhaust yourself in this situation? And by currency, I mean your energy. Option B, I have a few loose ends to tie before I can come towards you. So this person recognizes their baggage. This person knows that they have to heal before they can come towards you. Moving on to option C, we have your confidence intimidates me. Often it gets me to a place of insecurity and defensiveness. This person breaks you down, like they break you down because they know that you're better than them in some shape or form, and like they don't feel worthy of you, so they project their insecurities onto you. This is how they create more traumatic environments for you. Right? Despite of all these options, like, you know, you chose this pile, all these messages can apply towards you. All right, so pile number 3, this is what I have for you guys. I really do hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below. I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose the Dendritic Agate, this is going to be your reading. So I have a few pre-shuffle cards. We're going to see What's really going on here? Fire sign, you or your person, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm gonna take this card in reverse. We have denial in reverse. I acknowledge my fear and I replace it with insight of awareness. Somebody's had an epiphany. I'm hearing like a growth moment. We have sparks of light. I'm dicey if I should take this upright or reverse. Tried. I love myself and I see myself in everyone. We have frustration in reverse. I'm gonna flip this. Okay, I have a few handwritten messages. I want to make love to you. Materialistic, focused on coins. I feel like taking this in reverse. Stuck in negative patterns or thoughts. Right, I'm getting the hang of it. I just need a bit. Because I like to have this in the... Yeah, I think this fits. I know it took a lot of swapping. I think that there's a lot of readjustment going over here. I did hear the word entanglement or like strings or something like that in the beginning of it. First of all, let's talk about this denial. Somebody over here is having a realization about like how to not hide their feelings. One of the things, if you think that this connection is worth investing in or worth the wait, I'm hearing like it depends. It's a 60 to 40 ratio. Okay, this is the most ambiguous answer that I'm getting because I think that you're not supposed to know that completely. I think you're supposed to go for it. Okay, so if I had to be in a yes or no, close-ended, it has to be a yes. Okay, it's worth waiting because there's something that you're supposed to learn from this situation. Now, that's up to you, take it or leave it, because this is the truth of the situation. I'm not saying it's bad for you. I'm saying it's actually good for you because you'll have some great experience from this situation. You'll learn a lot of things. It's not about testing, it's about really, really just jumping in the water. And I know that can sound abrasive, that can sound like presumptuous, that can sound scary, but this is exactly what I'm seeing. I'm seeing the Fool card. This is like jumping off a cliff and diving into it. When I thought about jumping off the cliff with the Fool card, when the Fool card, we see that in the normal Rider-Waite tarot, it's almost like somebody is just carrying, a baggage. This situation is teaching you how to let go of that baggage, or I'm hearing like that security, a sense of false security. Excuse me, a false sense of security. That's what I was thinking. I think that this person and you, especially you, pile number 4, you're very stuck in your negative thoughts. Like you're very, very stuck. And this situation, this over-analysis, I'm hearing a compensation. You feel like you have to compensate for something. You don't feel good enough. And so it isn't this person. I think that the fact that you're trying to make too much sense of this, about where it fits in your life, is creating a lot of negative patterns. I think that the more that you will sort of like go along with it, you will chisel, or like you will sort of like refine. Yes, thank you so much, Spirit. It's like refining. This situation will help you refine yourself. You know how like diamonds are built under pressure? This is the pressure that you're going through. There's a lot of moments in our life when we go through pressure. The amount of passion that you have for this person, I feel like it's being again, it's being this passion is hiding away, or it's not drying out, but I feel like it's being minimized because of how much pressure you're putting in this situation to make it perfect. Like you want this rectangle or cubicle to shift through or surpass through despair. That's not happening. you need to refine the edges, you need to sandpaper them out, sort of like, smoothen them out is what I'm picking up over here. And that sandpaper, like, I hate the noise that it makes, but it's like it works like a dream, right? So this is what I'm seeing. You hate the process that you have to go through right now to become fitting in this person, or like how they fit in your life. But I think that this situation requires for you to see that it's like maybe you're also realizing, or your person, I feel like your person could have been hiding their feelings towards you. This person is being arrogant towards you right now, because I'm hearing like they're really scared of losing you. I think that they're picking up this energy that, you're behaving a little bit off with them. um I do feel that you should go for this. I feel like I'm over here to like hype you up and be like, do it, because you want to do this. But what I'm seeing over here mainly is sort of like this denial over here, where it's like you've realized, and so has your person. I think that the more that you're pushing them away, the more that they're realizing that they want to be around, but it's not at the expense of their self-worth and respect. And I think that that is where this whole situation is like rubbing off on your person the wrong way, where your chemistry and your love and the spark that you have with sparks, literally we have that over here. This is about the hope. Like, a part of them is dying in this situation. It's making them frustrated because of this, and that might be revealed to you in different ways, where your person is behaving a little bit off, their communication is not good with you, they're being a little bit aggressive, they're just being, I feel like the aggression is almost in a sense where this person might or might not, I think that the both of you are developing resentments, because you're not really opening up to each other, you're not telling each other how you're really feeling right now. This sort of hide and seek, like a tug of war, where you want it and you're sitting upon it, is really creating, of course, like, it's, every action has an opposite or equal reaction. This is what's creating in your person. They're getting a little frustrated with it, and it's building a little bit of like, I feel like the resentment is lesser on their end, where they're feeling neglected, or they feel like they're not important because you're busy doing your own thing. So I think one thing that could be a prevention cause of something greater to blow up or something is like letting your person know how you really feel, what you really want, or if you're figuring out you need time. This person reads, I think this person relatively needs reassurance from you. I don't think that this is a newer connection. I think that both of you share a good camaraderie over here, at least. There's some sort of understanding. Like, I feel like you get along pretty well, because I felt like steam, like steamy, hotty energy, like hotty, I mean hot energy, like you've got hots for each other. There is developing feelings. Like, these feelings are deepening, softening for each other. And maybe you're not each other's usual type, but you fit the box, is also what I'm seeing. There's like few variations, but it's like I'm getting like it's worth fighting for, it's not worth fighting with. Like, don't fight with this person. I feel like a mediator over here. Like, I feel like there's some sort of like counseling that I'm doing, honestly. Like, maybe you need to resolve something. I think that you or your person, this could be your person, like, they have been focused upon money. I feel like this person has learned something, or you're learning, like, money can't buy love. Something about, something around those lines, where it's like I just get a focus where spirit keeps bringing me back. Like, if this person is not acting like themselves, it's because they're really, really scared that they're gonna lose you. Like, they're anticipating that loss. It's making them defensive. They're trying to protect themselves from any further more hurt, because I think that they're relatively like really feeling you, right? They really feel for you. They're attached to you. Um, and I think that this person wants you around. I think that this person is realizing with the denial in reverse that, they're not faking it to themselves that they want this situation. They're not faking it to themselves that you're important to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're being realistic with themselves, like, this is what I want. And I think that they have put their cards out on the table, and now they feel relatively quite exposed. Like, you're not taking that initiative. I just feel like you're the person who's holding back, and if it's not, reverse the roles. But what I see over here is more like, in a sense, if you're the other person who's put your cards out on the table, your person needs time to figure this out. Because I think that the both of you, what could really sum this up, that the both of you are at a phase of like really refining yourself. This is a transformative phase. So there's frustration because not only do you not understand yourself and you're not able to understand each other, right? There's this discrepancy with yourself and oneself and understanding of oneself, which is creating negative patterns because you both are put into an unknown territory, which is causing a lot of negativity, right? There's a lot of haphazard chaos. Like you probably both have a good head on your shoulders is what I feel. This feels like quite a high vibrational pile. Like sometimes we obviously stoop down because we're dealing with fears. It's completely natural, you're not always at the peak of it, but I see that over here right now it's not being operated with or through love. Is being operated out of chaos, fear mainly, with frustration being in red, and then we have, you know, the orange and the yellow is going from the lower chakras to the above, right? So I feel like there's still like a blockage over here, like a blockage in the sense that you both are still operating from the lower chakras. Mainly I see that it's a self-esteem issue in both of you, like not being able to really believe. I'm picking up on the yellow color, like self-esteem, solar plexus. You might be facing digestive issues right now. This is your soulmate is what I heard. Like this is your soulmate. You wouldn't be contemplating so much if, you know, you were not really into them or you didn't feel something really special with them. But I see that over here that this person, if you've been intimate with them or you haven't, like they want to experience that physical intimacy with you. I think you feel that, but it's like right now you're not feeling that passion because it's all being riddled with love right now. Like there's no space for that flow of energy because you're holding on your own energy. You're not giving too much. That's why energy is always a flow through your body. Just see yourself as a vessel, like it comes in and it goes out. So when you stop it, the flow of coming it inside also stops, right? And I see this as something you can understand with money as well. If you're facing difficulty with money, it's like you gotta let it flow and then it'll come more. Don't think so much about what has been spent already. Think about how more is gonna come and you're gonna work for it. So manifestation is not just like sitting with sort of like a crystal and just hoping upon it will happen. But yeah, I think you get the point. So I think I'm gonna move along from this and get a tarot deck for you. I feel like escapism is a big thing. Maybe somebody is like smoking or drinking or something. I definitely pick up on like marijuana or some sort of like relief that you're trying to get for yourself. You guys, please help me connect with pile number 4. What do they need to hear? Like, what advice do we have from your spiritual team regarding this? Yeah, I do feel like you think that maybe this is going too quick, but you have to understand that the pace is exactly at what it really had to go on. That makes sense. Like, this is happening for a reason. I relatively feel like this is a little bit chaotic because this situation depends. It's a trial and error. I am not supposed to give you a definitive answer. That's why I gave you a 40-60. I'm literally sorry, but that's the best I can do. I can't go against what my gut is telling me, right? So let's see what we have here. I'm gonna take this upright or reverse. We have the Lovers in reverse. Reverse. We have Sun in reverse. This says it is well to have as many holds upon happiness as possible. This is that block of energy. I'm seeing that you probably, or your person, one of you is blocking the energetic flow. I'm gonna take this in reverse. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. This is the Judgment. So we have Libra, Gemini, and Leo energy over here. I'm going to take this in reverse. We have the 7 of Cups in reverse. I'm getting Pluto energy, Neptune energy over here, Piscean energy. I'm going to take another deck. No, we need to take this one. There's so much ambiguity over here. I can completely understand why you might need such a reading. I'm going to take this in reverse. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. Somebody has been mean over here. I'm going to take this in reverse. We have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and the other person is in their comfort zone. This is probably the person I spoke about having resentments or feeling cornered out, or the person that is probably, I presumed, is your person. It could be A's and B's. You can see if you're A or B, but I feel like over here that the one who feels the most left out or is scared of getting abandoned is the one who's becoming mean right now. And the other one, and the like, your person, if that's your person, I'm going to take that as your person is very sure of you, and they're like getting a little hot-headed because they're like scared of losing you, is what I really feel over here. So that's making them, I'm hearing petrified, like they're just really scared of losing you, and I think that they're becoming mean right now. And the other person who is not deciding on a sort of like a judgment or like making a decision is the one who's stuck in their comfort zone. I'm taking this in reverse. We have the Five of Wands. There's an internal struggle that, you know, your person is trying to solve over here. We have this Three of Wands. I'm going to take this upright. So I think they're weighing their options in this situation. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse and the Nine of Wands. So they're trying to open themselves up to this connection. I have the Ace of Cups in reverse and the Moon, the Tower. This person is going through their own moment of refining. Now, how do I put this in another way? That you have to wait. And you have to do that for yourself as well, because it's like what I'm seeing over here is just like a process that you need to understand, that there are two peoples and both of you are in your feminine, toxic femininity. You need to focus more upon how to not take out your fear in a more volatile language. I feel a very harsh energy with this Queen of Swords. Either you're being very mean or you're just not talking. And the other person who's stuck is very unhappy because they don't know where their happiness lies. So they're not able to understand if this is the right decision for themselves or not. And they don't want to jump in this because they want to make you happy. They want to actually live up to it. Like, this is not a bad person. I do feel this is quite high vibrational in a sense. So your person is stuck in their comfort zone because they're not feeling really good about themselves right now. They probably made a mistake. They did something. They also probably could have had a really bad experience in the past, is what I'm picking up, that you might or might not know of. But what I see over here is that this equation, where you have chosen this person and you're becoming mean, you cannot push the other person out of meanness or out of fear to make that decision and like sort of like choose you or pick you, right? You have to give them that space. And it's up to you, how do you deal with that meanwhile. I don't feel like I have to explain that. I feel like you have your own coping mechanisms. With the Judgment in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse, this is the Devil energy. Your person is fighting their own demons. They're taking time to heal themselves. I feel like this person has commitment issues. I feel really happy suddenly because I feel like this person might or might not turn up for you. That's the ambiguity. I know I hate it too, but that's what I'm getting. I have to be realistic. I feel like I've said that quite a lot of times, so maybe this is also your person where they're like, I have to be realistic, I have to be realistic. This gives me a very masculine energy, doesn't have to be, but it's just like they're using their logic right now to really navigate the situation. With the Seven of Cups, they're weighing their options out, and it's definitely not in terms of other people, but it's just like, can I live up to it? You know, there's just this energy like, can I really live up to it? Nine of Wands is also where they're realizing that they're becoming vulnerable to you. They've got feelings. It's like having the thought of just the feeling of like opening themselves up to you is really, really like got them ungrounded. King of Pentacles in reverse means like you're flooding with emotions right now, and the fact that commitment is on tables or on the table or cards, excuse me, I think that this person is really like hyped up right now. They need to find themselves. It's like this fear, and it's like a huge breeze or storm, and it's like really shook you off balance. Now you need to wait for it to calm down so that you can find your own place and take your own shape in life again, right? We have retreat. Definitely this person has retreated. I'm going to take this in reverse. We have trust. They might have trust issues. They're not trusting the situation. You're not trusting the situation. It's no brainer. Okay. I just feel like as much as it's easier said than done, you have to give yourself time in this situation as well, with the way this is making you feel, because in this sort of cohesive partnership, which is like a symbiotic relationship where I help you, you help me, you support me, I support you, try inculcating a little bit more support for yourself in the first place. Like, understand why it's making you so angry, support yourself, make yourself feel like, you know, do your affirmations, do the way that you cope up with things, find healthier coping mechanisms. I'm hearing from somebody, if you go to swim, do that. But it's like the water metaphor, like, go in those emotions and try to understand them, what they're telling you. Why are you so afraid of losing this person, or why do you not want to be a part of it? What makes you feel like you can't have this, or what makes you feel like you lose your autonomy? Whatever question comes to your mind, because there can be n number of things, but the more that you let yourself just feel those fears, they will give you the answer. But the answer is actually hiding in the secrecy of the unknown and the dark part of it, right? The fear of it. So really, really diving deep into it will help you find the answer, rather than going to the light aspect of it and just being like, la la la, I'll find my answer somewhere around, I don't know, walking at the side of the road. That's not going to happen. The answer is within you. I'm going to take this in reverse. We have the 10 of Wands in reverse. Let this burden go away. It's not your job to fix the other person. It's your job probably to support. It's not your job, but it's just in a way where, don't make it too complicated right now. Let the other person also have their time, because you're always gonna see, like, you know, there's this quote that floats around where it's like, you meet 8 versions of a person when you spend your life with them, because they're always changing, and it's about you embracing those 8 versions of yourself, so that you can embrace the other versions of the other person. So you relatively just have one thing to do right now, and that can be a couple of small things, but it's like taking care of yourself right now. The moment you will put that focus on yourself, things will open up for you. I feel like this is really the product of Venus and Pluto right now. It's like all love and things, and Pluto is like a master manipulator, and like all these things. Maybe your addictions are resurfacing as well. That's why I spoke about like smoking and da 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 da, like all these things. But it's like, just take your time right now. Your mind is playing a game on you, and so is this person. It's just a planetary aspect. I'm going to take this in reverse. We have the 5 of Wands in reverse. Didn't I just pick up on 5 of... Yeah, this is 5 of Swords in reverse. Fighting with yourself. Stop fighting with yourself. So I realized that this is 9 of Swords over here, which I spoke as the 9 of Wands. So that message definitely applies. It was meant to come out the way it did, right? Even if I misinterpreted it. But this is like 9 of Swords. Your person is really like trying not to spend too much time worrying, but a lot of it is going and just understanding, what's the right decision for me? What's the right decision for me? They're really, really like banging their head right now. You need to give them time. And this could also be your energy. This has been like really swappable. So maybe the both of you are doing this. I'm gonna take this card upright. We have the Lovers. So the Lovers comes again upright over here. This is definitely your soulmate. I spoke about that. I could vouch for it. You wouldn't be going bananas over somebody that you don't even feel that much for. Let's be real. 3 of Pentacles. I take this upright. We have this in reverse. We have the Devil in reverse. It's gonna work out, alright? Like, Emperor and the Hierophant. I really feel this is a masculine. It doesn't have to be, but I do have one thing. Like, let this person come into their masculine energy. Let them sort their things out. If this is a man, let them really go back into their cave, sort this out. That is exactly how the primal instinct works. Let this man make their own decisions. And if this is a woman, let her do her thing. She's in her masculine energy. She needs to come back to her femininity, and she will when she deals with her own fears. I'm hearing it's not your job to fix this person. Please take back your power. Alright? I feel like pulling out a few more romance angel oracles. The best way to support this connection is to support yourself and not act out of fear right now. Deception. You're not sharing that, right? I don't feel like this is anything to be worried about. This is not a deceptive, I'm gonna stab you in the back. This is like I'm stabbing myself in the back right now. Hold on, I gotta take out that sword. This is literally like, just wait, I need to figure myself out. I don't feel safe enough because we had the pride in reverse. I was contemplating whether to keep it upright or reverse. This is that fact. I'm scared to show my real cards to you because I don't know if I can trust you, because I'm not trusting myself right now. All right, I'm gonna take this in reverse. We have new love. I see, this is not that. I'm gonna reassure you, this person is not looking for anybody else. Okay, I'm gonna take this card upright. Express your love. They wanna show you how they feel. I'm hearing the song "Eeny Meeny Miny Mo, Betcha Betcha Brahato. If she holla, if she holla, let her go." This is I don't know if somebody is like a Justin Bieber fan or what it is. But then I heard like there's gonna be one less lonely girl. It's like they're really thinking about, this has got to be a man. It doesn't have to be, but yeah, they really like you. I'm gonna take this in reverse. We have the King of Cups in reverse. They're controlling themselves right now. um Something about it makes me feel like they just don't feel like they deserve you. Suddenly I feel really sad. There's so many like emotions over here. Like I got to run for my money over here. Taking this in reverse as well. Two of Cups in reverse. They have chosen you. Two of Pentacles in reverse. They're just going back and forth with the Moon, and we have the Knight of Cups. They're scared to make that offer, is what I'm going to be very honest about. Okay, so I feel like, again, Spirit is not letting you guys go. The Moon says we have all our best guides within us if only we would listen. This is what I'm saying. I'm stabbing myself in the back right now. BRB, I gotta clean up this mess, and you're probably doing the same. So please take some time for yourself and don't project the chaos that you have within yourself out onto this person. All right, if that's you, you're getting impulsive, don't become like that. Just take more time to soothe your own demons. I feel like pulling out a few channel messages from your person. I did this thing where I placed two options, but for you guys, I feel like taking out cards naturally. If you want, I can still do that. Like, that's fun. You gotta have some equality. So I'm gonna take out like 4 cards. Option 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, pause it and see that. And it's just fun because you can have like one affirmative selection, but you chose this pile, so basically all four messages apply to you. Bottom of the deck, I'm scared if I let you in too much, you won't love me for who I am. This is exactly what I said. I just thank you. Thank you, Spirit, confirming what I've been saying. Option number 1. We're almost there. Don't give up on us now. So this person is like really on their way. They're very close to you. They're really close to you. They're about to tell you how they feel. Okay, what do we have underneath? They're about to reveal their true colors. If they have been away from you, they don't like doing that. But it's like they're being they've been like telling themselves that this is not good for me and blah, 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 blah. So they're just making their decision on it. I feel tired now. Yeah, I think that they're tired of overthinking. Yeah, there's some sort of immunity, like this negativity is taking up on them. Option number B. Option number 2. I know you're the one I want to spend my life with. Ooh, baby, I love you so. That's the song. This person is romantic. I really love this reading. Like, I love it when I end it on a good note. This person, like, self-explanatory. They're gonna wanna get with you. Like, they want to really be with you for a very long time, and that's why they're scared of, because they're like, oh my god, I really want to be with this person. Oh my god. So that's really cute, right? Soulmate. We have option 3. You're intoxicated. This is like, I'm hearing the song "If You Had My Love" by J-Lo. This person just feels like your love is very special. The way that you love them makes them feel like on top of the world. That's what I'm feeling. Like, they feel like you just really, like, they feel very loved by you. Okay, you hit the spot is what I'm feeling. You hit the spot in my heart. Okay. And option number 4. I'm trying to make decisions in my life that help me commit better to you. So again, this is so close to the anxiety. Like, this person, maybe they haven't been treating you really well, or they know that they need to step up. they've done something to hurt you, and they're trying to understand if they can actually withhold or live up to this commitment. All right, I feel like taking out one more card. Like, I think you guys are special. Spirit is like there's more channel messages for them. I want to take concrete actions towards grounding our union. So they genuinely, want this. They want to. I feel like this is masculine energy. Let that man figure it out. Okay, let him figure it out. I know I need to step it up. I need to show up for us more often. They know that they have to do this. This is like relatively the same thing that I'm seeing over here. My inner child prevents me from fully accepting love and receiving love. This is what I felt with the King of Cups in reverse. Like, I don't want to jump the gun, but it's like they gaslight themselves into thinking that, they don't deserve this or something like that. I'm going to pull out one last card for you as an advice. I'm hearing calm your horses. We have caterpillar opportunity. It's like avail the opportunity. Remember the 60-40. That's 40% chance for failure, 60% chance for benefit and success. So that's completely up to you if you're going to focus on the 40% or the 20% plus of like success over here. All right, so pile number 4, this was an amazing reading. So happy for you. I'm going to leave it here. I really do hope that you found a message that was helpful. If you did, please do hit the like button, subscribe for more, hit the bell icon so you know whenever I upload next. Let me know down in the comment section how that resonated. Information for personal readings is given down below, and I'm going to see you guys in another one. Bye.